Hi everyone, I am Larita. Some of you know me as Yakami About Israel. I am the CEO of Soul Vegan Catering. I will be preparing for you different plant-based dishes. These dishes help promote a healthy lifestyle and fight off diseases. Okay, the first dish that I will be preparing will be barbecue protein twist. So I will be showing you how to prepare barbecue protein twist. Pour a half a cup of sunflower oil into the pan. And now I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna rinse the kale bone, the protein, in some cold water. This is how you rinse it. And what I'm gonna do is rinse the protein until the water becomes clear. Rinse all the starch out of the flour, the protein, and the water become clear because I'm washing it in cold water. You just keep on rinsing it, and then it will look like this. It will form into a shape like a sponge. Once the water is clear, then it will form like this into a shape of a sponge once the water becomes clear and all the starch is rinsed out of the protein. These is all the ingredients that I will be using and placing into the protein twist. The first ingredient will be some paprika. I'm going to put like approximately a half a cup of paprika. I'm going to place it into the bowl. Then next is going to be some garlic powder. This is granulous garlic powder. I'm going to place a half a cup of that as well into the cup. A half a cup. And place it into the bowl. Then next, I'm going to use some amino soy sauce. So I'm going to kind of like just go by spirit of this means here. So I put a few drops in here. This is amino soy sauce. Place into the bowl. Then next, I'm going to use 4 spoons of peanut butter. So 4 tablespoons of peanut butter. Then next, I'm going to take some nutritional yeast. I'm going to kind of use my hands with this. Take a few fingers, about 3 of these handfuls of nutritional yeast. I'm going to use 3. Place it in the bowl. Then I'm going to take some tahini and pour some tahini in the bowl as well. Just a few. And I'll use some sunflower oil. Place the sunflower oil about a half a skillet of sunflower oil. And what I'm going to do is take the sunflower oil once it's hot and pour it into the bowl. Then what I'm going to do is take my hands And I'm going to kind of marinate all the seasonings in with the protein. Break it up in pieces. Until it form into like stringy type look. So you want to make sure all the seasonings marinate in with the protein. Break it up a little bit. Let's take some of this sunflower oil and place it in this pan. Just enough to oil the pan so that the protein twists while baking, it won't stick. So place a little oil in the pan. You don't need much oil, sunflower oil. I move it around with my hands. Break it up piece by piece and twist it. Then put it in the oven pan. Place it in the oven pan. Just keep breaking pieces off and twisting it, each piece. Place it in the pan next to the other piece, a protein twist. Okay, then I'm going to take this protein twist that's in the oven pan. I set the oven on 350, so that's the temperature that it needs to be set on, approximately 350. And I'll place the twist into the oven for approximately, I'd say 45 minutes to an hour. Then I'm going to take it out of the oven after it's done. Take it out of the oven, place it here, and this is what protein twists look like after it's done. Then the next thing that I'm going to do is take some then next I'm going to take some of this homemade barbecue sauce, and place it on the twist. So pretty much I can just pour the twist, barbecue sauce into the twist. Put a little bit, place a little bit more. Well, kind of wipe off the area where I'm at. Keep my area clean. Wash my hands. The protein twist, after I marinate it into the barbecue sauce, and I'm going to place it back in the oven so it can kind of marinate in and give like a, not a dry look, just and saturate in with the protein twist, the barbecue sauce, and let it just simmer in for approximately 20 minutes. Take my protein twist out of the oven, and voila, there you have barbecue protein twist. So this is how you make barbecue protein twist. The next dish that I will be preparing is a tofu Parmesan. So I will be preparing a tofu Parmesan for you. The first thing I'm going to do is take some of this organic tofu and I'm going to dice it into pieces. Then I'm going to take this batter, take some cornmeal and pour it into this bowl right here. A little cornmeal, you don't need much, just a little cornmeal. Place it into this flour bowl. And I'm going to take some black pepper, whole wheat flour into this bowl with the cornmeal, 2 teaspoons of paprika, Pour 2 teaspoons of paprika and place it into the bowl, flour and cornmeal. Then I'm going to take some black pepper, ground pepper, pour 2 teaspoons. Stir it together. Then I'm going to take some of this granulous garlic powder. And I'm going to pour 3 teaspoons into the bowl. Mix the seasonings in with the cornmeal and flour that's placed in the bowl. And place each piece of tofu into the bowl with the flour. Place it into the skillet. Just pour a little bit, enough to fry the tofu. After I fry the tofu, place it in the oven pan. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to take some of this homemade soy cheese that I made. And if you guys would like to know more about the soy cheese, you can go to my website or to YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is I'm going to take some soy cheese and I'm going to place it on the tofu. Kind of like let it marinate in. Spoon for me is better. Get all the cheese on there. So we're going to cover the tofu with soy cheese, homemade soy cheese. So we're going to layer it. I'm going to layer it with the cheese. And we're going to take, make sure you get cheese. We're going to layer it. So this is one of my ingredients for my tofu Parmesan. Then what I'm going to do next is take some saute these red bell peppers and white onions and tomatoes, saute, and sunflower seed oil. Saute, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it on top of the cheese. So you can kind of like just take your hands and place it into the pan on top of the cheese. Wash my hands. So wash all this oil off my hands. Tomato sauce base. Basil sauce with ragu sauce in it. So it's plant-based as well. And what I'm going to do is place it on top of the cheese. After I put another layer of fried batter tofu on top, I'm going to take some more cheese. I'm going to place some more cheese on top of the tofu. So repeating pretty much the same. Plant-based Mexican style cheese, shredded cheese. So this is white and yellow shredded cheese. It's a Mexican style blend. Pretty much you get this at any store, local store, Walmart, Kroger's. Spread it all over. Okay, now I'm going to take the tofu Parmesan and I'm going to place it into the oven for approximately 45 minutes to an hour. I'm going to take the tofu Parmesan out, and there you go. Tofu Parmesan. Chopped kale greens, organic kale greens. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some diced tomatoes, place it in a bowl. Then I'm going to take some chopped purple onions, place it into the bowl with the kale greens. Then I'm going to take some green onions. So kind of pretty much put everything in there together. Place it in a bowl. Kale greens. And next, I'm going to take some plant-based organic olive oil. So once again, it's plant-based organic olive oil. And I'm going to pour it into the kale greens. Kind of like use your own discretion. You really don't need a measuring cup for this. Just kind of saturate the olive oil into the kale greens. Then next, I'm going to take some nutritional yeast. So if you guys want to know where to purchase this nutritional yeast, at any Whole Foods or health food stores. You will find nutritional yeast at any Whole Foods, local Whole Food stores, or health food stores. I'm going to take my fingers, take like not quite a handful, a quarter of a handful, and I'm going to sprinkle it into the kale greens salad. So take about 2 or 3. Take about 3. Then what the next thing I'm going to do, it's another ingredient, I'm going to take amino soy sauce. Any local store you can purchase it at, Walmart or Kroger's. And I'm going to pour some of this amino soy sauce into the kale green salad. So kind of can saturate the amino soy sauce into the kale green salad. Then I'm going to take it and I'm going to mix it all together. Get one of my spoons. I'm going to do this too. We're going to make it even better. I'm going to take my hand and I'm going to mix the kale greens in with the tomatoes and the purple onions and white onions, nutritional yeast, amino soy sauce, and organic tomatoes. Mix it all together. Okay, the next dish that I will be preparing for you will be a garden salad. Now, right now I have chopped romaine lettuce. It's a mixture of lettuce with some purple romaine and organic, so organic romaine lettuce. I'm going to place some spinach. So this is organic spinach in the bowl. And really you can chop it or you can leave it unchopped. It doesn't really matter as long as you're getting vitamins needed. Some chopped tomatoes. Place it in a bowl. It's organic chopped tomatoes. I'm going to take some of these cherry tomatoes, fresh cherry tomatoes, and place it in a bowl as well with the organic romaine lettuce and spinach and diced tomatoes. Place some cherry tomatoes in the bowl. Then I'm going to take some organic sliced cucumbers and place it in a bowl as well, along with everything else. Corn, fresh corn, and place it in a bowl as well. Wash my hands again. You want to have some clean hands when you're touching the food. I'm going to take some shredded organic carrots and place it in the bowl. And it's called Morning Star strips. You also can purchase these Morning Star strips, vegan strips, at pretty much any local store as well, Walmart, Kroger's, etc. I'm going to take some olive oil and I'm going to pour, just kind of use discretion, pour some olive oil on top of the salad. I'm going to take some amino soy sauce again and use discretion and pour some into the salad as well. I'm going to stir with my hands. So stir everything together. Take the fresh avocado and dice it into the salad. Nutritional yeast. A little bit in my hand, you don't hurt anything. And I'm going to sprinkle it on the salad. Wash my hands again. Take some salad dressing. Plant-based salad dressing. It says ranch, creamy ranch. You can purchase this as well at any local store, Kroger's, Walmart, Myers, etc. It's plant-based, organic plant-based. It's a creamy ranch dressing. We're going to sprinkle it on top of the salad. So I kind of do like a mixture. Then I'm going to take some Caesar dressing. So you can kind of use discretion with the dressing. You can use either or. Give your option. So it's another plant-based Caesar dressing, salad dressing, and I'm going to place it into the bowl as well. I'm going to place a little balsamic vinegar into the salad as well. So you just shake it. Make sure everything is saturated together. It's balsamic from Kroger's. It's balsamic. You can purchase it at any local store as well. So the balsamic vinegar. And there you go. A garden salad. So vegan, catering, garden salad. Then what I'm going to do now is mix it all together. Clean the bowl off. I hope you enjoyed this delicious and nutritious cuisine.